In this video, I'm going to talk about what happened in Houston, Texas at the Astroworld Festival. For those of you that are unaware of what happened, I was not there, but by the media attention that it's getting right now, it's almost impossible to not speculate or at least wonder what happened that night. This is one of the viral videos that has caught media attention everywhere.
And help, trying to tell Travis Scott, they was like, help. The whole crowd was just going like, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. Like, it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they're going to find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out. And everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert.
Ever since that video came out, a lot of people started running with this narrative that this was some sort of satanic sacrifice. Now, this is where my curiosity is piqued because I love this. Let me advise you that I am a non-practicing Catholic. I do not go to church every Sunday. I do like to believe that I have a strong faith. However, I was baptized at an early age, went to Catholic school for a number of years. Does that mean like I believe necessarily everything that I was taught in the church? No, but I do believe in the general concept of good and evil. With all that being said, do I think Travis Scott is the Antichrist? No. I don't know that man personally. You don't know that man personally. But we do know his music, and we know that his music is a very, very, very powerful influence on a lot of people at all ages, clearly. Before we move along further into this video, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. They're just simple observations that I made on my own, like based on the media, articles, people's testimonies, just things that I know about Travis Scott from being a fan, just being a concert lover in general. So the big question, the big narrative, everyone's saying that Astroworld was some type of satanic ritual, like some sort of like human sacrifice. That's the easiest thing to say. Yeah, he's the Antichrist, like he's the devil, he's this. But what evidence really supports that? Evidence supports that these 8 people, specifically 8, were chosen or were a target of a sacrifice. That's my only question to that narrative, because it could have been anybody. And if it could have been anybody, then why wasn't it more? Why wasn't it less? Why wasn't it just one person? If it was just one person, would it be considered a murder? If it was just one person, would it be considered an overdose? You got to ask yourself these questions, especially when the media is putting out certain things. The symbolic imagery and the messages, like it makes it very hard to ignore. So I get that. It makes it very hard to ignore, like, and speculate. So let's break it down from the beginning. The flyer. If I'm being honest, it looks like a bad piece of art. Like, seriously. The only thing that I don't really like about the flyer is the weird messages, like, see you on the other side and open your eyes to a new universe. The side one is the one that struck me the most. It's like, okay, what side? See you on the other side of what? That's open for so many interpretations. Here's the one that stumped me, the dystopia flyer. Here is what dystopia means. If you didn't know, his next album is supposedly called Utopia. When I look on Apple Music, and I did so today, it doesn't have a name, but it has this cover art. It's giving evil. It's giving, I don't want to listen to it, period. Let's move on to the beginning, like when they first let the people in. I'll insert a clip.
A few people were handcuffed. One I heard telling the security officer that he just really wanted to be inside of this festival so bad, not have tickets. Tickets to Astroworld sold out within an hour of going on sale several months ago, and that was...
Forget your security measures, forget your safety precautions. We don't care. Nobody was prepared for this night. The Houston police chief came out with a statement. He told him, he straight up told him, like, I'm concerned for the people. They did not care. They did not make people's safety a priority. Here's a picture of the actual festival. Hell no. Like, you see all those people? Just by looking at it, it's not safe. In Houston, there are no COVID guidelines. There's no guidelines if you're outside. It's highly encouraged that you wear a mask. That's it. So COVID was completely out of the question. Let's dig into the history of Astroworld. His first concert ever was in 2013. In 2017, he was charged with inciting a riot, disorderly conduct, and endangering the welfare of a child. He was arrested on those charges. I want to say almost a year later, he pled guilty to reckless conduct from Lollapalooza, whatever that festival was in Chicago. 2018, it was the first Astroworld ever. In 2019, it was the second Astroworld. In 2020, COVID happened. Now in 2021, here we are. All right, let's talk about the stage. There's this narrative that I want to kill right now. 8 flames, 8 deaths. There's flames everywhere in the back. You can see in the photo, there's flames there. There's flames. There's flames everywhere. 8 flames, 8 deaths. No, come on. Like, just by looking at the stage, automatically thought of Looney Tunes. I'm sorry, like, doesn't that not look just like Looney Tunes? And in both portals look the same. That's a portal to go into Looney Tunes. That's a portal to go into Astroworld. I don't know. Bottom line, it's imagery. Let's not forget Drake being on set with Travis. So are we calling Drake the Antichrist as well? Oh no. You're not gonna call your favorite the Antichrist. Like, you guys are just not. That bird, the phoenix. It's known as a mythological animal. No relevance to it being satanic at all. I just want to point out these idiotic people that were standing on top of the ambulances that were trying to get through the crowd. Idiots. This is why I say I would not go to things like this. Because of people like this. Evil people do evil things. And that was evil. If we're being honest, those people need to face criminal charges. The ambulance couldn't go help somebody. And as a result of that, what happened? We don't know if that was the ambulance that had a defibrillator on it. We don't know if that was the ambulance that had the medic that knew what they were doing, that knew what they were talking about. I don't know the situation. I wasn't there, but these types of things are just common sense. People think Travis Scott should have stopped the show. Travis Scott is a rager. Let's just call it what it is. He's not gonna stop his show. He actually did. He did for one person.
We need somebody to help him. Somebody pass out right here. Somebody pass out right here. No, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Everybody just back up.
So we can't say that this man was encouraging death. We talked about the flyer, the chaos before the concert even started. Travis Scott's criminal history, imagery that went on his stage, and just like the overall performance and his cover art. We talked about the idiotic people that stood on top of the ambulances, carts, whatever those were. So who is really at fault here? Who's gonna be responsible for this? Send out my condolences to everybody that was affected by this, especially the people that lost their lives and their family members. I'm gonna end on this. There were good people there that were helping others. There were good people there that were trying to stop the show, trying to help people up. And there were good people there that were pulling people in the VIP section from the regular section. There were good people there. And if you're a religious person or you're not, you should believe if there's an Antichrist out there, then there's also God. And you know that God conquers all. Rest in peace to those people that lost their lives.